Hey everyone, it's John again. I'm here to play Immaculate Grid, both versions. Had a pretty good game yesterday with 13 rarity score, but I way underestimated the popularity of Pete Vukovich, which I guess when your favorite franchise only has three Cy Young awards ever, which that's all the Brewers have, is Corbin Burns a couple years ago, Pete Vukovich, and Raleigh Fingers. Vukovich, is going to carry some popularity, and he was in Major League, so. Probably should have realized that. Oh well. I did a lot better with in my previous round, the timed round. I threw Cal Eldred right out there. And he was less than 1%. So that's probably what I should have gone with. Matheny or Vina probably would have been better too. Anyway, let's get sharing. Let's play this round. See what fun categories Baseball Reference has for us. All right, we got our clock. I guess this was the rarity version yesterday. Let's hit refresh and let's go. All right. Rick Cerrone works here. Actually, he works there. And Al Simmons works here. Let's go Hornsby. And past Carl Everett. How about him? Oh, wait a minute. This isn't even a I was uh I was going for low rarity scores. That was weird. I don't know why I was doing that. Probably blew it with some. Bam. All right. 86 with the rarity score, even after that was 58 seconds. I was immediately like, no, Rick Cerrone will work here and I can use Al Simmons, and now I've blown it because I can't use Al Simmons for the rarity score now. And Hornsby's down there at point 6. I think I might be able to improve on that one. Hamilton also point 1, Everett point 4. So all these guys were really low, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter. I could have gone with someone a lot more. I was Hampton would have worked there too. Um, lots of better choices. Silver Slugger went with some obvious ones. Um, okay, well, let's do that, and then we stop sharing and share again, and this time that one. And we'll be a little bit more relaxed, not as fast. Did get it in under a minute, even though I was being silly. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. So Rick Rochelle we've done for Gold Glove. I don't think, man, I'm trying to think if he had a Silver Slugger in there for as a pitcher. Maybe Madison Bumgarner too. Posey will certainly work. I believe Aubrey Huff will work. Kent will certainly work. Richard Relia will work. I'm quite sure Matt Williams will work. So like almost every position that we've looked at so far, and then obviously Bonds works. Think of the guys I just listed. Aurelia. 01 is the season I'm thinking. I don't think he hit 37 home runs that season, hitting in front of Barry Bonds, over 200 hits. I gotta believe he was the Silver Slugger. And he was, and he takes 2%. Okay. Decent start. For the Astros. The name that comes to well, Mike Hampton will work for sure. And maybe that's who I go with. Dickie Thon is a name that I'm thinking, but I'm not. Well, we should be able to figure this out. I mean, Ozzie Smith wasn't a great hitter yet. Gary Templeton, I don't think was better. I'm thinking that 83 season by Dickie Thon is the one that sticks out to me. I'm going to take a calculated risk real early that it was Dickie Thon, that Dickie Thon was a Silver Slugger. I'm just thinking about other team shortstops, but I think He must have been the Silver Slugger that year. Okay, he goes less than 1%. I think Tony Armas had over 40 home runs in the mid 80s at some point and was a Silver Slugger. Got to get the right one though. He goes 0.5. So I think that was pretty close to optimal, unless there was a pitcher in there who won for the Giants. I know Mike Hampton won for the Astros. I just think that's actually more obvious than Dickie Thon. Hampton does work for both of these. Man, I can't believe I played Al Simmons. That was so silly. I could play Rick Cerone here though. He will work. Um, but I maybe debatable if I can use the same guy in a different category. We haven't hashed out all those rules yet. Ernie Lombardi will work. Played one season for the Braves and was definitely with the Giants. That's a nice low score. Even lower than Hornsby, who is sub one as one of the best second basemen of all time. Caminiti play for the Braves? That's just a name. I mean, Hampton works, but got 6%. We already did him. You know, who works is OG Frank Thomas. I haven't used him in a while. Then he'll work for both of these. Let's see, Mets and Red Sox. I'll say Calvin Schiraldi works. Was that the guy? It was someone in the 86 World Series who had played for both teams. Um, but actually I'm not saying that with a lot of confidence. I might be thinking of a different pitcher. Um, Cone works. David Cone played a season for Boston. Um, Mike Cameron will work. Let's see how many people remember Mike Cameron was in Boston. He's only there for like a season and change. He goes sub one. All right. Babe Ruth will work. So there's that. Um, don't think we're gonna play Babe Ruth. Think that's got a sizable percentage still. Um, say let's see here. Maybe what do we think of Derek Bell? He hit both teams. Goes sub one, which opens up original Frank Thomas over here. All right. And then, yeah, kicking myself because Darrell Hamilton is a great play for the teams other than the Brewers that he played for. So if you get the Mets or you get the Rockies or the Giants or the Rangers, he played like a season and change with all of those teams. And um, it's usually a good play. Um, Earl Hershiser played for both teams. Daryl Strawberry will work. I don't think, even though he only played a season for San Francisco, I believe he was actually the first person to have played for all four New York teams. Um, all four original New York teams, the Dodgers, Giants, Mets, and Yankees. Um, we're just dancing around. Gary Carter played for the Giants very briefly. Not sure how popular that's going to be. Thinking, no, Roberto Hernandez never played for the Mets. He did play for the Giants. He would have worked here actually, but Lombardi was a really good pick. Mays is probably going to take a sizable percentage. Let's see. Matt Williams, Robin Ventura, neither of them played for the other team. Aurelia, which I guess I've already used Aurelia. Um, It's not a team that Jose Cruz Jr. played for. There were a bunch, but not that one. Gilkey, Lance Johnson, none of those guys. Butch Husky, don't think so. I'm kind of talking myself into Oral Hershiser because he was pretty brief with both teams. So he goes way sub one. Means like I would never play Hershiser with LA in either of these teams because it would be a much higher percentage. But you get both of these teams, works a lot better. And to finish off, I could go with Babe Ruth. That option is on the table. I could go. Did John Burkett? Well, he definitely played for the Braves, at least in like '01. I want to say he was around in Boston. Not 100% sure though. Just thinking of guys who've only worn red and if I can slot them in here. Renneria works. Edgar Renneria works. Had a pretty forgettable single season with Boston. So maybe other people forgot? Let's find out. 1%. All right. Rarity score is 7. I'll take it, especially since I blew some opportunities. I would have been like a whole point lower if I hadn't used some of the people I used. Well, here, I guess. Or, I mean, here, and I've been like 1 to 2 points lower if I hadn't blown it on point ones up here. I don't know why I did that, but maybe I'm just trying to do both at once. But I'll take it. A 7. It's a pretty good score. It's uh, but I know some of y'all beat me in the comments. Looking at you, Jeff. But maybe I jinxed you this time. Anyway, episode is once again brought to you by my book. Thanks a lot for playing. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. Peace.